Hello, my co-adventurers. I don't know what to say around that. But, you know, so many people have commented to me directly about the fact that they like that I'm calling this an adventure. And then some YouTube channel like gurus said that the people that are associated with your channel should be given some kind of a name. So guess what you get? The name adventurer or co-adventurer or adventurino. I don't know, whatever you are, whatever I am. And does anybody really know what time it is? And does anybody really care? Anyway, so catching up on a few things is that I will share with you that I contacted the folks at FedEx to have them send the check to, well, no, for me to pick up the check at a local drop-off point, and they said that they would notify me. Well, they never notified me, so then I tracked it, and I found out that the check was there. Keep in mind, there were two of them. And keep in mind, if anybody out there thinks that it's a good fancy idea to come try to scoop these checks up, they're made out to the Mayo Clinic, so I doubt that you'll be able to use them. Anyway, so the deal was that I went to pick up the check, and there was only one of them. Yeah, the one for, you know, whatever it was, $40,000. And thought, oh, okay, great. What does this all mean? And found the other one wedged in my door. So that's a $240,000 check that is at the time and for a while wedged in my door, waiting for a porch pirate to decide it's a good idea to come get it. Well, I mean, that's worst case scenario, but Jesus Christ, Liberty Health Share, do you think it's a really good idea to leave $250,000 checks laying around? So in any case, I do have both of those, and I am now ready to go get services at the Mayo Clinic. So yay, got that going for me. Meanwhile, part of what I wanted to do here is to invite those who are new to the channel to become updated with what this channel is and what it's all about and why I'm sitting here doing this. About 2 months ago now, I was diagnosed with cancer. Like a dumbass, I pretty much knew something was seriously wrong for long enough that I started to suspect that maybe it was cancer that was going on. It was just a low-level pain in my throat that as the months went on, again, I own being a dumbass with this, and not wanting to be an alarmist and go running to the doctors, whenever a person has a sore throat. It would get better, get worse, that kind of a thing. But in any case, after a while, there was a point at which one day I coughed up some blood, and I knew that isn't something that should happen. So I went to the ER, and they started to take pictures, run tests, and this kind of a thing, resulting in a biopsy early June. God, has it been that long? No, July, early July. Anyway, too long. I got all kinds of fancy about wanting to get services from the Mayo Clinic because it's essentially the best place in the world to get services, and they have this proton radiation which came to my attention through Steve. Thank you very much, Steve. And then because of the push that I got from my darling Deanna, I was encouraged to do Gearson protocol, which I've been doing, but I think it's like Gearson protocol light, as it were, whereby this particular clinic is looking at the fact that people don't have their entire lives to make all of these juices and do all of this work around it. Well, I've quit work so that I can devote my time to doing these things, and my dogs have moved along, and so now what I do is try to do what I can to adhere to the Gerson protocol, while all the while trying to get services from the Mayo Clinic with the University of Minnesota as backup. And this has just caused a convolution of problems. While university was going to provide services, and Mayo Clinic said, yes, we will too, but we need to be prepaid by Liberty Health Share, and Liberty Health Share was kind of dragging their feet on payment. Am I boring you to tears yet? Probably. So in any case, what I decided to do was have the GoFundMe page to help pay for the Gerson protocol, and that worked out fairly well. I mean, I had hoped for $20,000 and got about $7,000, which is nothing to sneeze at. So thank you all for that. Then I had said that part of what I was going to do as kind of a payback to the universe, to society, to life itself, is to provide good advice for free, kind of passing along the good information that I've gained along the way. Some might call it wisdom, and do it for free of charge. So this is why I've got a YouTube channel. Meanwhile, people have been wanting to hear about updates with cancer, and I realized that once I was in that I was making this fairly private experience a very public experience. And then I also realized that people appreciate that, and this way I don't have to use my throat, which is painful to talk, in order to share with everybody that is interested, so they can just check out the YouTube channel and find out what's happening with me along the way. So this is why I've got the YouTube channel. This is why I'm now have gone from adamantly opposed to Facebook, and now am learning about how to be a Facebook guy and making posts and all that. Anybody that knows me in my personal life knows that I've probably gone into Facebook a grand total of, I'll say, 4 times a year. And now I'm posting every day. Anyway, so I'm trying to figure out how to evolve into the man that I want to be, assuming that this all works out, and in fact evolving into the man who I want to be if this doesn't all work out. So this is an evolutionary process for me, no matter how it shakes out. And yes, I'm still treating it as an adventure, including the trips to the hospital, and whatever else comes my way. Speaking of things coming my way, I would share with you all that I've been watching this YouTube channel that is just, this guy's brilliant. It's called Exurbia, only the I at the end is a 1, so it's EXURB1A. And I would recommend it to anybody. It's fun, it's interesting, it's educational. Whoever's doing this is a brilliant mind. So in any case, maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea for me to share some of the things that I'm learning regarding things like that along the way. How about this? how about I share with you all the one book that I had recommended to more of my clients than any other, and that is a book called The Four Agreements. I will not go into details about the Four Agreements at this time, maybe sometime in the future, but it's one of those books that, it's not very thick, but it's dense with wisdom and knowledge and how to live a good life. And the agreements are, do your best to do your best, don't take things personally, don't make assumptions, and be impeccable with your word, which is not just be honest, but also don't be malicious and mean with the things that we say, and don't be gossipy. I would recommend that to anybody who wants to live a better life. Almost everybody who read that when I was a therapist would come back saying, oh yeah, that's got monumental value. So I would recommend it to anybody that's willing to listen to me. And if anybody wants to start posting individual questions, I'd be happy to respond to those, now or anytime in the future. So that's my post for the day. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.